the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and
past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
11 on the play. 1st down, Bears.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
that's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
And the Bears' 1st down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as the Bears push further out in front.
The kicker.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
This kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there, and this remains a 7-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25.
And now out comes Minnesota. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins complete. Jefferson the target. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
And This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got it, not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And in community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization, general manager, personnel department, college scouts. All came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
The Vikings on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's taken down. A Bear sack. A sack by Robert Quinn.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great
by
play
Robert
by the defense.
Quinn.
Big-time sack.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And it's Cutler here, the one who is still down, their quarterback. And looks like in some pain. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
Bears first down.
They run Montgomery, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up kicking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Flush to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. Past the 20.
The quarterback on the scramble.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Cole Kmet, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Conversion.
What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14.
Vikings 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
25-yard.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The Vikings on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun. Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. Now a run with Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up. Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking out extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. The Bears on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. On 3rd down, Cousins. Space to maneuver at the 40. Wide open receiver complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First down, here's Cousins. Open man, here's Conklin. And this will leave him going short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Cousins able to find Jefferson here complete.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Again, it's Cousins.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll throw again. Cousins. Good throw here. That's complete. Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
At the 23-yard line.
On second down, Cousins again. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down.
Now he's stripped. He lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Midfield. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all kept.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Out of the gun now on third down. In trouble, the ball's out. It's in the end zone. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2.
The Vikings will.
So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. It's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly to fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll bring it down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And Robinson with a big catch. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try to get downfield.
That'll be complete to Cook. I call it no gain there on the first down play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Now Cousins. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Yard line.
To the air again, it's Cousins. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
It's a gain of.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown.
That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I got this. I'll take it, I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
The kicker on.
Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 27 all. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And again this time to the tailback. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got a 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing is Cousins. Short throw to Smith. Reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And a give this time to the tailback. And a great effort there to shed the contact. And it helps him pick up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards. To throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he
takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Cheating.
And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
That's some cheating ass shit. That was some cheating ass shit.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance.